looked like Rudy was in sort of a tough spot tonight, whether it was a matter of stepping up or holding back. What did you think of the way that the Rockets attacked him specifically?
Well, he can't be in both places. I don't want to dissect that situation, but I thought more than you're always, if you give up a dunk, it feels a certain way. If you give up a three, it can feel a certain way where, but you're going to give something up. We had some breakdowns in the half court, no question. Some of that's going to happen even when you're good, because of their ability to make plays. But I thought, really in the first half and some in the second too, our inability to secure a rebound or a loose ball when we did get a stop. And then in particular in the third quarter when I thought we started to play better, we had 3 or 4 possessions where we got stops and, just had some plays offensively where not only did we not convert, but, we made mistakes offensively. We turned it over. And you're just not going to be able to, they shot like 20 more shots than we did. And I don't know how many points off our turnovers, but if you give a team that's that good, multiple possessions, and we didn't play well. So I guess that's what I'm trying to say. There's some things that a lot of things we need to do better, and one of them is how we protect the rim. I think Rudy can and will be better, but it wasn't just Rudy.
You mentioned pregame how difficult they are to defend, handle in so many situations. When Harden's playing like that and their defense is playing well, and Daniel House is hitting threes, and PJ Tucker, is it almost a pick your poison type situation? Yeah,
yes. You're going to give something up, but we can be better in some of those situations, and some of it for us, feeling the game. I thought their physicality defensively disrupted us. The ball stopped. We got stuck on one side of the floor, and we just have to be more determined in those situations. Again, on the defensive end, I think we can be better in some areas, but as you said, you're going to give something up. At times, it just can't be easy, and at some point, I don't know what they shot from 3. We don't want to give up open ones generally, but if you're protecting the rim and doing certain things against James, you're going to give something up. So that's why it's so impactful if you get a stop and you don't get the rebound, or you get a stop and you don't. The third quarter we got some stops, and then we didn't get shots on the other end, and that's tough to overcome.
Quin, what are some of the things that you guys can do offensively to kind of beat that switching defense? Maybe get Donovan some easier looks than maybe he saw tonight?
Donovan got in the lane. We've got to make better decisions. When they do collapse, do a better job of finding each other. But I think as much as anything, when we played with some force, we had more success. There isn't, there's some things that we wanted to do that we didn't execute. Regardless of what we're doing, our execution just has to be better. But there's times we're not in the half court, and and we're not capitalizing on getting stops, and then when we do get into half court, as I said, we've got the balls. We're not always going to be able to move the ball the way we want and play side to side. But I guess more than anything, there's just got to be more determination, to not have empty possessions. And some of that's, feeling them and their physicality, which I think is important for us to understand. We've got to try to play through them, and we had some moments where we did, but it just wasn't consistent enough.
Coach,
okay. Mm-hmm.
Coach, when Houston makes Donovan see a crowd like that, and you guys swing the ball, and how important is it for you guys to make that weak side 3-pointer that didn't seem to be going in tonight?
That we've got to get those shots. And to the extent we've got to get them, whether they go in or not, if they're good shots, you can't try harder to make them, you just got to keep shooting them and maintain your confidence and your aggressiveness. But when we didn't have those passes, or when you missed those passes, some of that efficiency hurt us, so that when you're not making shots, you feel it more because you're not able to get as many good shots and making some mistakes offensively.